How's it going on, guys? It is Kid here, and today got a domination match on the map Resistance, and yeah, this match is actually pretty good, so let's go ahead and jump straight on into it. Now, in terms of gun setup, I'm actually using the gold, yes, the gold, PP90M1, FMG Akimbos, and then Extreme Conditioning Pro, Assassin Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. Yeah, it's a really good setup that I like to use not only for domination, but for things like free-for-all. I will sometimes swap out the assault kill streak for the specialist one, but because I'm playing domination, generally I like to use the assault kill streak. Now, when you're playing domination, you can really go for whatever one you want. It really just depends how you want to play the game. If you're gonna completely ignore the objectives, you're just trying to go for things like kills, KD, whatever. Use specialist, because obviously it's going to make you kind of into like a super soldier. You're going to get all these nice perks that you can use to your advantage, and you can use generally to just kill people over and over again and get loads of kills. If you're looking to play the objective more and help your team, the obvious answer would be to use the support kill streak, but in my opinion, you don't have to use that to actually support your team. I like using the assault strike package a lot, because not only obviously does it rack kills up for you, but it actually does help your team in some way. So for example, if you call in an airstrike, call it over an objective that you know is being taken, and obviously you're going to be wiping out a lot of people, which was going to get you the kills, but you're also going to be helping your team in the sense that your flag won't be taken from you, because obviously you've killed all the people there. So that's kind of my justification for using the assault strike package on domination. But again, you can use support if you just want to help your team and be a bit more selfless, I guess. But in terms of what kill streaks I'm using in this match, I'm using the 357 classic COD setup, the UAV, the Predator missile, and then the attack helicopter. The reason I'm using that is actually because of the fact that you get the UAV. That really helps you out because of the fact that you're helping your whole team. You're showing your whole team where the enemies are, which can be extremely useful when somebody's taking a flag or whatever. You then have the Predator missile, which is going to get you kills, and it's also really effective for taking out all the people who are trying to capture a flag from you. Because you can call in as much airstrike as you want, as much air support as you want, but at the end of the day, unless you have kind of like a point-specific kill streak, for example an airstrike, where you can actually point where you want the airstrike to come, the chances are you're not really going to get many kills on the people who are capping your flags, the people who are stealing your flags from you, which is why that the reason that I actually like to use the Predator missile, because you can obviously see where the enemies are. Let's say they're all taking C, there's like 4 of them, you can use the Predator missile on that, they all get killed, and you get a nice little quad feed. So that is the reason I use that, the Predator missile. And then obviously the attack helicopter is just a nice thing to have, especially later on in the match when people are running around more, because once you get to past about 80 something points into this kind of point in the match, people really start to run around. Actually, sorry, not really 100, I'd say more 120-ish. That's when people really start to run around a lot and try to cap flags, because it's dawning on them that they need to either win or secure their positions. So that's why I like to use the attack helicopter, because that will just roam around the map and get some kills for you. Although that being said, on domination I do find that a lot of the time it just gets shot down really quickly, so you may want to choose something a bit higher up in the kill streak chain, and obviously something that won't be shot down as easily. But as you can see in the gameplay right here, I've taken a couple of flags. I'm calling in my UAV. I'm actually doing something that I talked about in a couple gameplays a while back. I said when you're calling in your UAV, jump into a corner and then call it in. This is something that I do later on in the match as well. I jump into a little corner, I think onto the left about here, and I call in my UAV there. Just something I thought I'd point out. Never call in your UAV when you're out in the open. But yeah, what I'm trying to do right here is actually just kind of control this sort of area that is between A and C by this little, I guess, back of a house. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm trying to control this little area here. I picked up a few kills with the PP90, and now I've obviously run out of, I think I run out of ammo with that gun, which is why I picked up this Scar over here. And then, I'm just kind of really paroling this area. Generally, what you want to do in a domination is try and take out the A and B, or go for the B and C. You know, controlling all three objectives is going to be difficult, especially, you know, in more tougher domination matches where your enemy team are really playing the objective. So you want to go for preferably 2 out of the 3 flags, and at that you want to go for A, B, or B, C. That's just the combination that I found works best. Obviously, if you're getting A and C, it doesn't really work that well, because you either need to split half of your team up to get, you know, to control A, and then half your team up to control C, which, you know, a lot of the time doesn't work, because you're either playing with noobs, or, you know, people don't listen to you. And that can be hard, because you're going to have to keep running between the 2 flags, which is obviously not what you want to be doing while you're playing a match like Domination, where people are all around you, spawning and killing you. That's why I say control A and B, or B and C, because they're generally quite close to each other, so you don't have to do much running about, and it's really easy to rack up the kills, but also to control those 2 objectives. And by controlling A, B, or BC really well, you can still win a domination match, because at the end of the day, you're going to get people who are going to go for the other objective anyway. So, you know, you can still just as well win a domination match by controlling 2 of them really well, instead of 3 of them, you know, not so well. So that's just something that I thought I'd point out, that I actually picked up a long time ago. Another thing that I thought I'd mention is, you know, something I haven't talked about in many COD videos of mine before. It's actually your tactical and lethal kind of side gadgets, I guess you'd call them. What I like to use for the you know, domination, even free-for-all a lot of the time, because those are the two game modes I play the most, are the claymores. Now, you do unlock these really far down the whole kind of Call of Duty level system. I think it's, you know, pretty far down, but the claymores can be really effective in domination, because domination is pretty much all about knowing where the spawns are and how people are going to be running in to the objectives. And if you do know where they're coming from, claymores are freaking deadly. You can take out loads of people. Like this door that I just walked past, for example, loads of people who are spawning to this part of the map where I am right now. Loads of people who are here who are trying to get C, they're going to be running through that corridor. That's why it's a really good idea to put a claymore back there. And just generally, it works really well if you know where people are going to come from. Even then, you know, you can just put the odd claymore wherever you want, and you're bound to get a kill by the end of the match. But I use claymores pretty well in this match, I think, and I end up getting a lot of kills. And even if I don't, like for example, even if the enemy has got sit rep or whatever, or not sit rep, you know, whatever perk that makes you see the enemy gadgets. You know, even if they've got that, they're obviously not going to go through that path. They might just decide to destroy it, in which case you'll know that they've destroyed it, so you can run to there and kill them. But if they decide not to use that path, they'll go down another path that is near to that path to get to the objective. Once you know that they're going to be doing that, you can pick up a kill easily. So that's why I really like using claymores a lot in domination. And obviously in free-for-all, it's just useful because, you know, people are sneaking around a lot. They won't really notice the claymore around the corner or whatever, and you will get a kill. And yeah, that's pretty much why I like to use claymores. In terms of your kind of grenades, I just stick with the concussion or flash grenades. You know, really not too bothered about that. I'm not exactly much of a grenade enthusiast. In fact, I just, you know, most of the time I never actually use them. I know a lot of people do, and they use it very effectively. And actually, if I did use it, I'd probably get higher scores than I do now. But I'm not, you know, too fussed about them. They're not really going to help you particularly in domination. But yeah, as you guys can see, we're just picking guys off. You know, I'm using my good old FMG 9 akimbos. They can be exceptionally useful because of the fact that when you're using something like a submachine gun, you're going to run out of bullets really quickly, especially if you're using rapid fire like I am. So it's really nice to actually just have your FMGs on your side, which are really effective, both at short range and, you know, at medium range as well. So, and I actually use that a lot in this. I think right about now I've started using them more than before, and I pick up a few kills, which is nice. I'll be honest, guys, I haven't really experimented with any other of the sidearms just because I love the FMG so much. You know, are they overpowered? Yes, they are, but I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of, they're overpowered, but so many people use them that they're kind of not overpowered, if you understand what I'm saying. But that's the match. You know, we do lose. I did, you know, mention that at the beginning of the match, but you know, who cares? I mean, this is a pretty good gameplay nonetheless in terms of getting kills, and I really just wanted to explain to you guys some of the tactics that I like to use in Domination and some of the ones that I actually use in this map. So I finished off with 30-5, pretty good kill-death ratio in my opinion, and obviously I came second on my team. And yeah, I played the objective moderately well. I could have obviously played it more, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of tried to go for the whole you know, kill streak and kill death ratio thing in this match, so that's why I went that kind of score. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. If you have any requests pertaining to gaming videos or tech videos, do comment below. Please tell me how you're liking these commentaries and how you're liking my gaming videos in general. I will still be posting tech videos, so do not be worried about that. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe as always. And once again, thanks for watching.